My Dear Bodyguard. My Dear Bodyguard is a must-see for everyone who refuses to admit the progress the Chinese online cinema has made in the past years. I recommend seeing My Dear Bodyguard not because it's a good film. No, it's actually quite the opposite. The movie was made by Malaysian filmmakers for online release in China. Unlike their Chinese colleagues, the creators of My Dear Bodyguard didn't experience the benefits of a rapid cinematic evolution. They don't have the experience making beautiful movies and a tight budget. They don't have proficient fight choreographers. They have nothing but two B-movie stars in the lead roles and a Hong Kong cameraman, even though the latter has quite an impressive body of work. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. The movie's protagonist is a professional bodyguard Han Bin, played by Hong Kong hottie Terence. Due to a past injury, our hero no longer feels pain. On top of that, 15 years ago, Han Bin suffered a psychological trauma when he failed to protect an important client of his. Fast forward to present day, and as often happens in the genre, we find Han Bin isolated and depressed. He agrees to guard the young pop star Su Shaoqi, played by Jacqueline Cheng, the 2016 winner of the Astor Miss Malaysia beauty pageant. The problem is that Shaoqi keeps getting threats from a crazy fan. For a professional like Han Bin, protecting a singer is hardly a difficult task. But what he can't imagine is that this job will lead him to his arch-enemies, who would send him a message through a deadly babe Angie, played by Raquel. It's easy to see that the Raquel and Terence duo was the filmmaker's trump card. The two of them appeared together before in such movies as Detective D, Deep Sea Palace, and Queen's Return. The latter even developed some kind of cult following among certain audiences. My Dear Bodyguard has become the fifth, and also the worst, project of the duo. It's poorly written, poorly structured, and poorly acted. But what's truly unfathomable, it's also poorly filmed. Despite having as its cinematographers the Hong Kong veteran Puccini Yu, known for such iconic exploitation thrillers of the 90s as Taxi Hunter and Ebola Syndrome. The thing that strikes most about My Dear Bodyguard is negligence. Standing behind it are total rookies who wanted to make a good movie but didn't know how. Plot twists are just one of the many things that leave you confused. Let's take a scene in which Shaoqi is attacked by a poisonous snake in a pool. We see the snake approach the Malaysian beauty queen like a homing torpedo. But the thing is, the pool is crowded. How the hell does the snake know which girl's bottom he's supposed to bite? After all, it's a realistic action movie we're talking about and not some fantasy tale. Another thing that can make or break a movie like this is action. Sadly, My Dear Bodyguard falls into this department too. The way the fights are choreographed and filmed clearly reveals the lack of physical contact between the opponents. The only scene worth mentioning comes towards the end, when the villain suddenly starts to cosplay Dragons Forever starring Jackie Chan. I said it was worth mentioning not because it's a delight to watch, but because it reveals utter disregard and insolence. Why copy one of the best fights in the history of the Hong Kong cinema if it makes your movie look even more pathetic?